So everyone, for the past nearly 4 years now, I've been doing digital marketing, and I can honestly say it's changed my life in a lot of different ways. It was 2018, I was working a sales job looking for different ways to make money online, from drop shipping, affiliate marketing, Amazon, even through Amazon FBA. But then I seen something where I could build a marketing agency. It made complete sense to me because I would learn a skill and then provide that skill to business owners. I didn't have to invest a lot of capital, and it really only required me to learn a couple of different skills such as sales and marketing. And I thought those skills were something that would really help me later on in life. Look, full transparency, it isn't easy. I mean, nothing ever is, otherwise everyone would be super successful. But it is a simple business model, which made it very attractive to me. And something I've mentioned before, which is even if I didn't do this in a couple of years and I wanted to start another business, I would have the advantage because I'd understand how to market and bring in new customers. And by the way, I did get a new mic, so if you like the audio, then please comment below. Since I wasn't going to university, this sounded like the best option to me. Nothing else was really attractive at all. I mean, dropshipping, you're selling some BS product from China that's just total crap, and marketing it up, not really, in a sustainable way, and it just wasn't an option for me. The agency model also attracted me because businesses really are willing to pay good money for results, and that money is coming in every single month, so that's also a bonus. I think where a lot of people go wrong is overcomplicating the process and thinking that they need to learn everything before they start. And look, that's completely wrong. Most of this just requires you to learn on the job. I have someone in my mentorship program, and he said something which is really true for beginners. He was able to book 10 meetings, but he wasn't able to close anyone because he just wasn't confident enough on the sales calls. And look, that happens. It's very, very normal. You need to just keep putting in the reps, and once you build that confidence, you will land a client. When I first started, I mainly focused on email marketing, which really didn't work for me. In the real estate niche, they get hundreds of emails a day, so the chances of them reading yours, it's pretty slim. And that is why you need to find what works for you, because I'm not here to say cold email doesn't work, because it does. I just haven't had success with it personally. That's when I pivoted to DMing real estate agents on Facebook and Instagram and just going through how I can help them get more listings, sell more houses. I do this by sending 60-second videos or voice messages. It took me 8 months to land my first client for $1,000. I was nervous charging that much. I didn't have any real objections though, but he was a complete pain to work with and left many invoices unpaid after working together for about 6 months. That's another thing I'll quickly mention. Make sure you have Stripe and their card on file so you can auto bill them. Anyway, once I got my first client, I think it was within a few weeks, I'd closed my second, third, fourth. So it was really starting to roll in now, and I was incredibly excited. All I was doing was sending Facebook and Instagram DMs with video, voice messages, plus I'd add a Loom into the mix as well. Loom is great because it allows you to show people what you do, how you do it, and gives them an idea of who you are. But it does take practice, and a lot of practice. Your first 50 or so looms will most likely be horrible unless you're used to being behind a camera. But for myself, it took me a lot of time to get to this stage that you're seeing now. Like, I'm talking many, many, many months, hundreds of videos. It's important that when you do this, you have a decent profile. You have to have a clear bio which shows what you do for people, and you have to have some good photos. I was talking to one of my students, and he made this one change, and surprise, surprise, he was getting replies now. Before, he was sending about 70 messages a day, but no one was replying. And I looked at his profile, and what did I see? He had one photo. So it's really important you have content on your profile, otherwise you won't be taken seriously. The other thing I did for a few months was hire someone to do LinkedIn outreach for me. I paid a VA, I believe it was $300 to $400 a month, something like that. It wasn't too expensive, and he'd send requests and messages as well as follow up 3 times. And if they didn't reply, obviously he'd send those follow-up messages for me, and I did land about a client a month by doing this. The reality is, with outreach and SMMA, it's brute force. The more messages and pieces of outreach you send, the more responses you get, which leads to more booked calls and more closed deals. That is why I like it, because if someone says to me they send 10, 20, or even 40 messages a day, it's just simply not enough. For me, putting out content changed a lot. I was always against it, but after 6 months of this, you'll start to see people reach out to you and it becomes an organic marketing machine to grow your business. The other important part of this is, I've mentioned it a lot and I'll never shut up about it, is having a Grand Slam offer. Even if you don't have the best sales skills, if you have a great offer, then more than likely you will sign that client. It really does solve a lot of your problems, but you just also need to put it in front of enough people. You don't need a large following either. A couple of thousand friends on Facebook, a couple of thousand on Instagram. If you really want to start a YouTube channel, you can make a full-time income with just that. If you want to check out a full training on starting an agency from A to Z, then feel free to click the link in the description. It will be the first link, I believe, and it will also be up here. It's a full hour and a bit training. It's probably the most in-depth video I have ever made and you'll ever see. The truth is, building a marketing agency is amazing, but it requires a lot of hard work, and you need to put in those reps and remain consistent every single day, otherwise it won't work for you. If you don't want to put in the work, you'll see no results. If you're just someone that is lazy and don't want to put in the work, then this business isn't for you, right? And if you do put in the work, it could be 2, 4, 6, or even 10 months, right, that you see no results. You need to be dedicated. You will fail, but when you get knocked down, you just have to get up. The beginning is always the hardest. So look, just get out there, start your business. You can do this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was some value to you, and I'll see you in the next one.